In this video, we're going to show you how to change this upper mount on the Ford Econoline 92 to 2007 housings. Oftentimes they're loose like this one is, and changing them for the original headlight connectors mounts here is a good way to go. So tools you need, tools that we prefer to use that I recommend, a couple of very small flathead screwdrivers, and a set of needle nose pliers. So what we'll do, the idea here is that this mount twists 90 degrees and comes off. There are ramps here, and they may be hard to tell in here, but there's a ramp here, and then there's a ramp on the opposite side, and there are two others that are just blocks. They are stops, so there's no ramp there at all. So the idea here is that we need to turn this against the ramp. There's a slight lip here, and that's what the screwdrivers are for. So what we'll do is we'll put the screwdriver in underneath there to lift up the tab. We'll do exactly the same on the other side. And so now the two tabs are lifted up. What we can do is grab it with, a little hard to film maybe here, but you grab it with the needle nose on the two upper tabs here, and you simply turn. The screwdrivers are going to drop, but that is how you can take it out. And you can see the features here. There's two alignment parts. And then if you have an imagination and pretend this is your original one that you just did the exact same thing on your original light, you simply put it back in here. You use your needle nose pliers, grab it there and go up the ramp, so opposite direction, until it goes back into place there, and you're done. So that's how you would be able to swap that. That works exactly the same with all of the other mounts too. So if you wanted to do the same with the stationary mount here, and then the lateral adjuster mount does all the same. Oftentimes this mount here is difficult to turn from the original one. However, it's not, just keep turning, it'll work just fine. It may not feel quite right, but it will go all the way around enough to clear the housing here when you need to take it off. So that's how that process is done. We recommend using the OEM ones, as these aftermarket ones tend to be sloppy. We do our best to ship them with the tightest versions of these possible. However, if you have the OEM ones, make the swap. That's how you do it. If for some reason it's still not nice and smooth and it's acting kind of funny, you can use a heat gun and very gently heat this up. So you would just come in there with your heat gun. You'd heat it very, very slightly. This is plastic, so it only takes a couple of seconds. Get the plastic slightly softer, and then it'll turn nice and smooth. But I highly recommend you use the screwdriver method here to lift those tabs, because without that, you'll likely end up breaking off these upper parts that you need to turn. If you do happen to break them off, it's not the end of the world. You can come up on the opposite side here, get this on film somehow, and you can grab the front, what's exposed on the front, and twist it, and it will work just fine. It's a little more challenging, but that's how you can recover that if you do end up breaking the tabs off. Any questions, shoot them in the comments there, and we'll do our best to answer for you. Thanks.